What are you committed to? Every day you wake up and you have time and energy to spend. Are you committed to building yourself? Are you committed to building others? Or are you committed to degrading yourself and destroying others? Because you have to understand, as superior conductors, we never miss that 3 a.m. wake up. We never miss that 3:45 a.m. workout. We hit it every single day and we never miss. But the inferior, they never miss either. They never miss a day to drink. They never miss a day to smoke. They never miss a wake up to hit the vape. And they never miss a waking up at 12 fucking p.m. and sleeping away their life. So when we look at the superior conductor and we compare it to the inferior conductor, they're both hitting every day. But the thing is that the inferior are hitting inferior fucking habits every day, and superior conductors are hitting superior habits every day. Now, just like better or worse, if you are doing and indulging and fulfilling positive superior habits, you're going to reflect that in your reality. You're going to become a more fulfilled individual. And if you're indulging in negative habits all day, then you're going to be miserable as fuck. You're going to be annoying. You're going to be fake. You're going to be a bitch. You're going to be inferior as fuck and really just bottom level shoe, fucking floor level, fucking non-intelligent, malfunctioning fucking organism, self-depleting, decrepit fucking concoction of being a bitch. So you have to understand that you have to rise in standard, and then your standards are going to standardize your reality and your character. So if you can't even stick to the macro count, if you can't even stick to the wake up time, if you can't even stick to your workout on the program, then you're really just inferior. And matter of fact, I'm going to send you a whiteboard in the mail, or I want you to go to Walmart. I want you to buy a whiteboard. Then I want you to write on the whiteboard, bitch count. And every time you miss, every time you hit the inferior fucking habit, you're going to write a strike. So every time you indulge in that inferior habit, every time you miss that wake up, every time you go back to your addiction, every time you miss your macro count, when you know you need to lose weight, because what the fuck is that piece of shit you see in the mirror? And that's a reflection of your habit. So you have to understand that you're going to get the whiteboard and you're going to write bitch count. And every time you indulge in an inferior habit, you pick up the drink, you pick up the smoke, you waste your time and energy that you only get once, which is non-refundable. By the way, it's universal currency, and if you're not spending it in the superior habits that you're supposed to be indulging in to create a superior existence instead of these fucking subordinate slaves, inferior fucking hominids, you need to be understanding that if you're not indulging in the right shit, you're not going to have the right outcome, and you need to align with the right outcome. And that's why I posted today about energy and frequency. If you're not aligned with that higher energy and frequency, your vibration is going to be low as fuck, and you're going to be one of these decrepit, inferior fucking hominids that never got to evolve into the human men, right? So these motherfuckers are fucking gray as fuck, gray-skilled pieces of shit. And if you're not locked in on your life, then you're really just a bitch, because you only live once. And to disrespect God is really just to prove why you're a bitch. And so that's why you're going to invest in the whiteboard, and you're going to write down bitch count. And every time you indulge in a negative habit and you skip the positive habit, every time you pick up the snack, every time you pick up the vape, you're going to write a strike. And at the end of the day, you're going to count your fucking strikes, and then you're going to do 100 push-ups for each strike. So if you have 5 strikes, you got 500 push-ups, and I don't give a fuck if you weigh 240. You're going to have to do something to make sure that you're not indulging in the inferior habits, because you have to understand that quick gratification, yeah, you're going to be gratified, but then you're going to be left as an undone piece of shit that never could wake up for their own life and actually provide value to their own life by indulging in habits that are going to provide value to them. So when you wake up at fucking 1 p.m. or when you pick up the snack, when you're fat as shit, when you know you need to be tracking the macros, when you know you need to be in the gym and you ignore that shit, you're going to write a stripe on the whiteboard, which is your bitch count, and you're going to do 100 push-ups every time you miss. Because I'm tired of you motherfuckers making excuses when your life, you only live once, and to be a low-level inferior fucking hominid until you drop dead is to really just be a waste of space, time, and energy on earth. So you have time to to invest, you have energy to fucking exude into the external world to either create something or to amplify the frequency and vibrations of the people around you. And you're just gonna give them the fucking truth, which is you're a fat, out of shape, addicted bitch, and you need to work on yourself, or you're gonna remain whatever the fuck that shit is. And it's just the truth. I don't give a fuck about this societal inferior slave morality that you have postulating in your fucking remnants of fucking barely any sentience in your fucking 8 brain, low level fucking inferior fucking bottom barrel living existentially fucking losing. You're losing in existence. You only live once, and to set in motion your own loss, you are choosing to lose. You have free will. You're not enslaved. It's not like we're back in the Roman times where you got fucked up and your country got conquered or some shit. It's like, nah, you're just lazy as shit and you're a bitch and you're really just giving in to inferiority. So when we render you inferior, well, don't get mad, because when we looked at the whiteboard, your bitch count is infinite. So don't be another one of these low-level, inferior fucking primates. Look in the mirror, understand that you have superior habits and you have inferior habits, and the superior habits are going to create a superior existential figure because you constructed yourself by choosing the better habit instead of picking up the snack, instead of going back to the fucking vape, the weed, the fucking drink. Like you guys are so fucking retarded. Like, you guys are monkeys. You guys, like, I literally broke this down. It's like you're like the monkeys are, you're inferior to monkeys. When we look at a monkey and the monkey is sober and fit, and you're failing at being sober and fit, the monkey is literally superior than you, and you're inferior to a fucking monkey. So you better get sober and fit. And if you're failing at those two things, then remember that every time you see a monkey, that motherfucker is superior than you in existential conduit and conducts himself better than what the fuck that shit is in the mirror. So you're either gonna rise in standards or you're gonna remain whatever the fuck that shit is in the mirror, which you don't even want to be, because you're so insecure that we can see your inadequacy when you postulate it. This fucking envy ass energy. You hating on people that's better than you? What type of shit is that? Better get your life right, better get your mind right, and you can go to the link in the description and you can do both of those things with my help, with guidance on your path, because I guess that you're so fucking lost that you forgot that you are fat as shit when you looked in the mirror, and you forgot that you're addicted as fuck when you woke up fucking hungover and threw up for an hour and your brain is fucking hurting. If your brain is hurting after doing some shit, you should probably not do the shit. Like, I'm sorry, but why does this have to be explained? Like, I just don't understand how you guys are so fucking stupid that, you know, intelligence is not just a gift of God. It's supposed to be something we all have, to be able to recognize the fact that, you know, life isn't going how we want it, so we need to improve it. But to just shove it under the carpet and pretend like shit doesn't exist, that's just a sign of massive inferiority. That's a massive sign of you're barely sentient and you're really just comparable to a monkey, because the monkey is sober and fit and you're not sober and fit. So don't be a lower level than a fucking monkey and actually evolve into the human species, which have standards. So you're not just gonna remain whatever the fuck that shit is, and you're gonna level up in life. Links in the description. Peace.